Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and after a month, we are finally back to making content. A lot of you may not have even noticed that I went on a break because I never made a video about it. I just posted under the community tab of my channel that I was going to be taking a month off from making YouTube videos and streaming to Twitch. I've been making videos for YouTube and streaming to Twitch pretty much daily for the past 3 or so years without any breaks, so even though it may not seem like it from the outside, taking this break was a big deal to me because when you get invested into posting your own content online, it can be extremely hard for you to just switch off the content creation side of your brain, especially when your career relies on it. Over this month-long break, I stayed away from my YouTube and Twitch analytics and really thought about the type of content that I wanted to post to the channel rather than just putting together pieces of content for the sake of boosting my analytics. Whenever I was in school, I always sat at my desk and thought about what it would be like to break away from the need to attend the class at set times in a place that I didn't want to be and instead work for myself and set my own times and work on the things that I wanted to work on. I'm lucky enough to have been granted that opportunity on both YouTube and Twitch, but because I was so focused on boosting my analytics up, I then just became shackled to pretty much the exact same thing. I was doing something that I did not necessarily want to do just to potentially get a bit more viewership. I honestly think it's crazy that it took me a month away from both platforms to realize that I was doing that to myself. Looking back on it, I realize now that I got sucked into my obsession with increasing a number on a screen that was not really fulfilling any kind of creative satisfaction at all. That being said, I'm sure you've noticed by now, but it's not like I haven't done anything over the space of this month. I commissioned a crazy great graphics designer known as the Jackal, who has made a bunch of different assets for me for both YouTube and Twitch. He is by far the most professional graphics designer that I've ever worked with in my 3 or 4 years of content creation. So if you're in the market to get any kind of graphic design done, I recommend you go and check him out. Links to his website and his socials are down in the description below. So you might be thinking to yourself, alright Flynn, we get it, you left and now you're back, so what's the plan moving forward? Honestly, I'm just going to be posting videos on games that I'm currently playing. I originally started off on YouTube as a Call of Duty YouTuber, believe it or not. I was able to hold a spot in the top 10 of the uplink leaderboards in the EU region on Advanced Warfare. The new COD that came out not too long ago, I said to myself that I wasn't going to get it, but in the end, I did pick it up and I'm enjoying it, I'm not going to lie. It's more feature rich than I thought it was going to be. My main gripe with recent COD games is how they all seem to take 1 step forward but 2 steps back. They would come up with a really cool system or mechanic one year, but then it would be gone in the next. This COD is somewhat of a return to form. There are some things that are still really aggravating that I'm going to be making a video or two on, but we're going to talk about those things in later videos. On top of Call of Duty, I've spent a good portion of my month off playing a ton of Siege. I've been playing Siege since it came out way back in 2015 and I still enjoy playing it to this day. Siege is one of those games that has a ton of depth and a very large player base, most of which are looking to improve, so you can 100% expect to see guides and gameplay videos for both the new Call of Duty and Rainbow Six Siege, complemented by commentary videos covering topics that are going on in the gaming world that are relevant to the games that I'm playing, the industry, or things that I just find interesting in general. When it comes to live streaming, I'm not going to be committing to a schedule simply because Twitch and live streaming is probably the main cause of my stress or burnout to begin with. On Twitch, you're expected to stream a crazy amount of hours to be successful. We're talking like 8 to 12 hours a day in one room with very small breaks playing the same video games every single day. For me, YouTube has always been the more worthwhile option to invest time into, but I never wanted to leave my community on Twitch behind, but that idea has kinda fell apart as most of the community that I built up on Twitch weren't really there for me, they were there for Warframe. So streaming is going to be taking a backseat for me. If I do stream, it will be in the afternoon for maybe 4 or 5 hours where there's some kind of plan or I'm playing a game with a few of my friends. The amount of time that you need to invest into Twitch as a smaller creator to make it worthwhile, in my opinion, just isn't worth it and isn't healthy. So in my position of influence, as the big companies like to call it, I want to make sure that I promote a healthier and honestly more viable approach to content creation rather than sitting in one spot for 12 hours a day where your success is at the mercy of sponsorships and game releases. As for my upload schedule, I'm gonna try my hardest to get out one video a day like every YouTuber should, but I've already set limits for myself, so I'm not working on a video past like 12 o'clock at night or something like I always used to do. Instead, I've just designated time in the day where I'm going to be focusing on YouTube videos and nothing else. Realistically, that's probably how I should have done it to begin with, but with streaming 8 hours a day and then trying to make YouTube videos on top of that, it just wasn't working out for me, and I ended up crashing and burning like anyone in those circumstances would. No matter the position that you're in, it's always important that you put yourself first. And I think that is going to about wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys for checking it out. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like. It helps the channel out a lot. And if you want to stay up to date with what I post in the future, hit subscribe with the little bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.